everyone, welcome back to Fix and Repair channel. For today's video, we're going to have a 1990s Chevrolet gas tank repair.
Yep, that's what we're working on, or that's what I did work on. It's all finished. So I have this older truck. They made them from 88 to 2000. I'm in the Rust Belt. As you can see, it was the top of the gas tank. This is a 34 gallon. It rusted really badly, but I had a pinhole in the back. This tank was not easy to remove. I had it back end jacked up by the pumpkin, and I still had to cut off this little corner to slide it out. So I went with a 25 gallon tank. I also want to say the way I came up to fix my truck, it's a little bit different, and if you decide to go this route, not responsible for any accidents or injuries that you might cause someone, or that something might happen because you don't know what you're doing. I'm not responsible, but this is what I came up with, and it works for me, and I know the way I did it is safe. So with that all being said, I'll show you what I came up with, and maybe this might give you some ideas. It's unconventional, but it's working for me. All right. I bought my new gas tank, which is a 25 gallon gas tank, and I bought that at AUTOZONE. And this is the product number. It came primed. It was around $100. And the reason I bought that one was because it fits a lot easier. They made that one for a short bed truck. I also went to Harbor Freight and I bought these anchor points. I got 2 packages of these. I'll get it in focus here. There you go. Hallmaster item number 95182. Okay, the next thing I bought was this cam buckle tie down set, 61713, 2-piece. The weight limit on these are 800-pound working load, which when that gas tank is full, it's less than 300 pounds. And the weight limit on these are 1,000 pounds. I also went out and bought some Flex Seal because the tank was primed, and I sprayed the tank with this so it won't rust. It was about 15 bucks. And I used this to pump out the tank so it was easier to get out. Flow and Go. And it's just a hand pump. It's got a stupid safety on that I wired back, but I pumped the gas out. I still had about 4 gallons left in it, which is a lot easier than handle it with a full tank, which that's when it sprung a leak, when I had a full tank. So now I'm going to go underneath the truck and show you what I came up with here. I think you got a general idea. So instead of tie down straps, I use these cam buckles. And I spray them with the Flex Seal too, so they don't retain moisture and they don't cause it to rust. I had to cut the plastic shield on both ends. Get it in focus. Down there and up front, and then I slid that end up inside. You can see it right there. I slid it up inside. As for the cam buckles, not the cam buckles, the anchor points, you can see the original hole is that first hole right there. And there's a second hole that's already there, but you have to ream it out with a drill bit, big drill bit, which I did. And then I put that up in there, and I used some grade 8 bolts, and I made some nylon washers to go through the holes in the hooks, I didn't want to use the hooks because I didn't want it to pop off. And then I ran the bolt through and used some washers and bolted it snug and used lock nuts on there. And then I used some piece of rubber underneath here so the washers won't rub my tank. And then I used some pieces of hose. I bent down the lip of the tank here, and I used some pieces of hose, and then I used some pieces of rubber so this won't cut through the strap. On the other side, the anchor points, the holes I used were the original holes. And let's see, what else can I tell you about this? On this one here, I had to shove some rubber hose in here so that piece wouldn't come off and it wouldn't cut through my strap, which worked out fine. And I had to do the same thing up top. I put some rubber up top so it wouldn't rub where that bolt goes through with the washers. That anchor point was also a little higher. The hole. I had to remount that hole. Like I said, I spray painted the tank. And this way, too, I want to mention that a lot of guys, what they do is they cut a hole in the bed to get at the fuel pump. And I didn't want to wreck the bed of my truck, so I came up with this idea. So that way I can just release these cam straps and lower the tank easily, and I can replace the fuel pump if it ever goes bad. And I think this is a much better idea. I can go to the other side and I can show you how it looks over there. Fuck to get over there. Let me put the camera down for a second and get the light over. Shine the light. Right position here. Now you can really see what that looks like up in there. From that angle, there you go. You can see how it looks. So like I said, I believe this is really safe. I see some people online, they use these in emergencies. Of course, they wrapped it around sharp, rusty old metal and everything. And I didn't do that. Now this side, for the tank, this has a lip already for this cover that covers it. So I didn't need to add any rubber. It's already protected. Right there, you can tell. That worked out nice. Show it to you again so you get an idea what I did. I don't know if you can see this one up here much at all. I don't think you can. It looks the same. And I'll come back over here. And what else can I say about it? I had to replace the fuel lines. I put new fuel lines in. And the one thing I can do now is I added extensions to all the fuel lines, and I dropped all my fuel lines down. So when I drop the tank down, when the fuel pump goes out, then I can get at it really easily because I have long hoses, so everything will come down. Just got to cut these wire ties that are up in here. So hopefully this helps give you some ideas. Like I said, I'm not responsible for any accidents. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. I like the way it turned out, and I feel it's safe for me. It might not be safe for you because you might not know what you're doing. But I thought I'd share this with people out there. And I just tied up the straps. It's secure. It wiggles slightly. It doesn't hit the drive shaft. I mean, it wiggles very little, if anything. And I think you can tell I'm wiggling the truck more than I'm actually wiggling the tank. That's how tight it is. And I have 3/4 of a tank of gas in here now. I think the fuel gauge will work okay. And I'm carrying an extra gallon of gas with me, just in case it's a little off so I can see, but it's, from what I can tell, it's accurate. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and spread it around. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them. And thank you.